Just as NBA enthusiasts were still processing the shocking announcement of Anthony Davis's trade to the Dallas Mavericks and the subsequent waves of speculation about his relationship with LeBron James, a new twist involving LeBron's wife, Savannah, has set the internet abuzz. After Davis's headline-grabbing departure from the Lakers to join the Mavericks, whispers of discord between the former teammates began making the rounds once again. Could tensions between the two have been the catalyst for Davis's abrupt exit? Fans were actively debating that question when fresh footage emerged, dragging Savannah James into the conversation. Is this merely the latest wrinkle in the LeBron Davis narrative, or is it just another case of online intrigue running wild? Regarding the move, it seems there's more beneath the surface of Davis's decision to head to Dallas. While the trade wasn't limited to him alone, Anthony's 6 feet 10 inches frame and star status make this a major shakeup in his career. Leaving the Lakers, the franchise where he's achieved the bulk of his success, means parting ways not only with the team, but also with LeBron James, a close teammate and friend over the past 6 years. As for LeBron, rumors suggest their bond may have been strained by challenges over the past year, potentially contributing to Davis's unforeseen move to the Mavericks. The Los Angeles Lakers, Dallas Mavericks, and Utah Jazz engineered a groundbreaking trade that resulted in Anthony Davis landing with the Mavericks and Luka Doncic joining the Lakers. This jaw-dropping move not only reshapes the competitive landscape of these prominent franchises, but also sparks intrigue and heated discussions throughout the basketball community. By bringing Davis to Dallas to partner with Kyrie Irving and sending Doncic to Los Angeles to collaborate with LeBron James, the ramifications of this deal are monumental. The basketball world, from avid fans to seasoned analysts, is left stunned, struggling to process the magnitude of this historic player swap. The Mavericks were driven by a pressing need to strengthen their defense, and acquiring Anthony Davis, a standout defender with an All-NBA track record and a defensive prowess, addressed that need perfectly. Meanwhile, Lakers general manager and vice president of basketball operations Rob Pelinka was equally motivated to make a bold move. The entire Lakers organization, from ownership to the coaching staff, was united in their pursuit of a young global star like Luka Doncic. Pelinka understood that securing a player of Doncic's extraordinary talent would require significant sacrifices. The Lakers envisioned pairing Doncic with LeBron James to form a dominant duo capable of ruling the league for years. Throughout the negotiations, both organizations approached the deal with precision and strategic foresight. The enduring partnership between Harrison and Pelinka fostered an environment of trust and candid dialogue, both of which were indispensable in managing the intricacies of such a high-pressure trade. The Mavericks were particularly intent on tackling concerns surrounding Doncic's physical fitness, an issue that stirred dissatisfaction within the organization. On the other hand, the Lakers concentrated on constructing a lineup that resonated with coach J.J. Redick's strategic plans, centering the team around Doncic. Meanwhile, the Jazz, the third team involved in the deal, played a supplementary role by acquiring Jalen Hood-Schifino and draft selections, thereby contributing to the completion of the trade. After exhaustive negotiations, a final arrangement materialized late on a Saturday night, paving the way for what would later be regarded as one of the NBA's most astonishing trades. The immediate reaction to the deal was nothing short of electric, as commentary and speculation erupted from virtually every facet of the league. LeBron James, the Lakers' iconic star, was reportedly blindsided by the revelation while enjoying a post-game family dinner after a win against the Knicks. Sources close to James indicated his astonishment, noting that neither he nor the pivotal figures involved, Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic, were given advance notice. The buzz surrounding the news quickly spread across both intimate circles and prominent platforms that dissect NBA developments. However, amidst the excitement, whispers of a subtle tension between James and Davis began to emerge. The buzz wasn't confined to online chatter, as it soon reached national headlines. The basketball community was electrified when CBS journalist Tom Ryder unveiled a startling claim about alleged tensions between LeBron James and his Lakers teammate Anthony Davis. Ryder, a veteran with CBS Sports, had been meticulously tracking the team's progress. During a televised segment, he disclosed information sourced from within the Lakers organization. As per Ryder, murmurs about LeBron James experiencing mounting frustration with Anthony Davis had surfaced. This sentiment, he clarified, wasn't necessarily a precursor to a possible trade, but rather a feeling that had been building gradually. Ryder pointed to LeBron's demanding standards and the immense pressure to maintain top-tier performance as pivotal factors behind the frustration. The timing of his disclosure couldn't have been more impactful. It followed closely on the heels of the trade announcement, intensifying speculation about the state of LeBron and Davis's partnership. Ryder's account hinted that LeBron's dissatisfaction may have influenced the team's recent decisions. While it was evident that the Mavericks were the ones who initiated the trade discussions, this detail carried weight as it underscored the intricate nature of the scenario and the multitude of factors involved. The complexity of Ryder's report was made even murkier by the way CBS Sports framed the story. In its caption, CBS Sports alleged that LeBron James had become frustrated with Anthony Davis, but noticeably left out Ryder's use of the word slightly. This subtle change in wording added to the intrigue, as it implied a deeper level of dissatisfaction than what Ryder had originally suggested. This revelation wasn't entirely groundbreaking. Ryder had brought up similar claims during the prior year's trade deadline, which had stirred up anger among Lakers fans at the time. However, the recent trade involving Luka Doncic reignited these murmurs. Despite this, James gave no fuel to the speculation. Taking to his official X account, the four-time NBA champion disputed writers' claim, calling it false. He wrote, ensuring the narrative didn't escalate further. A video clip from the prior year, seemingly depicting a tense moment between LeBron James and Anthony Davis, only added fuel to the fire as it began circulating widely. This footage, taken by a spectator during a challenging matchup against the Miami Heat, captured an exchange between the two Lakers stars. On that particular Wednesday night, the Los Angeles Lakers faced off against the Miami Heat in what was supposed to be just another routine regular season game. Yet, it swiftly devolved into a highly publicized debacle for the wrong reasons. The Lakers, a team with ambitions of championship glory, ended up suffering an embarrassing 134-93 loss. From the opening tip, the Heat seized control of the game, excelling in every facet and leaving the Lakers struggling to keep up. As the game wore on, frustration began to boil over among the Lakers. The culmination of this tension was caught on camera during a timeout, with a clip revealing what appeared to be a fiery exchange between LeBron and Davis. In the video, LeBron, renowned for his composure and leadership on the court, was seen animatedly directing what looked like stern remarks toward Davis. Even though the audio was hard to decipher, LeBron's animated gestures spoke volumes, making the heightened emotions on the court unmistakable. This episode unfolded during a challenging period for the Lakers, who had endured a string of lopsided defeats to teams like the Denver Nuggets, Phoenix Suns, and Minnesota Timberwolves over a span of just 12 days. While the brief fiery exchange between the star duo might have been a byproduct of the team's difficult circumstances at the time, it fueled ongoing speculation regarding the Lakers' potential Maverick trade. Despite these isolated moments of tension in the relationship between Davis and James, their overall partnership has been marked by incredible on- and off-court harmony. Known for their electrifying talents, the duo's basketball chemistry is nothing short of phenomenal. However, what truly distinguishes their partnership is their close friendship away from the game. Anthony Davis has openly praised the strength of their bond, describing it as one of the finest in the league. Similarly, LeBron has often called Davis both his best friend and a teammate he deeply respects, proudly expressing how thrilled he is to share the court with him. Their relationship can be traced back to the 2012 London Olympics, where young Davis first joined the elite roster of Team USA. Davis, a rising star who had just graduated from college, first encountered LeBron, already an accomplished NBA icon, at this pivotal moment. This initial meeting planted the seeds for a partnership that would thrive in the coming years. Jump ahead to the summer of 2018, and LeBron shocked the sports world by joining the Lakers, a clear message of his determination to bring the team back to its former greatness. By 2019, the Lakers executed a monumental trade to bring Davis on board, uniting him with LeBron to create a dynamic duo. Together, their synergy delivered immediate results, culminating in a championship win in 2020. Over time, their connection has grown from a professional alliance to a deep friendship. Davis has frequently highlighted LeBron's role as a mentor and guide, attributing much of his development, both as an athlete and as a person, to LeBron's influence. Their camaraderie goes beyond basketball, with the two spending significant moments off the court, further solidifying their bond. In response to the trade, and amidst speculation about tension between Davis and the 10-time NBA All-Star, James took to Instagram to express tribute, choosing to honor his wife in the process. Savannah James remained at the heart of their enduring relationship, which continues to thrive. It seemed as though King James used this as a way to dismiss the rumors surrounding his alleged involvement in the trade. He shared several photos of Savannah seated courtside and others of him approaching her after a game. In his caption, LeBron included an infinity symbol, implying their bond was unshakable. Fans of the NBA quickly began speculating. Was LeBron sidestepping the Anthony Davis trade chatter? Was this his subtle way of declaring that Savannah was his sole, unwavering allegiance while the drama played out? Some interpreted it as a calculated move to take charge of the narrative, shifting focus away from the speculation about his part in the trade. Others perceived it as a tactic to redirect media attention toward his personal life rather than his professional choices. Eventually, LeBron stated that he was unaware of the trade before it happened. The announcement of Anthony Davis's trade struck LeBron James completely unexpectedly. On what seemed like an ordinary Saturday night in New York, LeBron was quietly having dinner with his family when the news broke. Initially, he brushed off the rumors, believing them to be either a joke or a fabricated story spread by playful fans or media sources. Yet, as the reality of the situation set in, he spent the next 2 days grappling with shock and disbelief. Despite this, James made an effort to welcome Doncic while expressing his respect for his talent. "Luka has been my favorite player in the NBA for quite some time," LeBron shared. "I've always tried to approach the game the right way and motivate the younger generation, and Luka is a part of that group." Meanwhile, on Instagram, Davis wrote an extensive post reflecting on his trade to the Mavericks. In his message, he said goodbye to Los Angeles and expressed gratitude to the Lakers organization. "6 years ago, I arrived in Los Angeles with a clear goal to claim a championship, and I will always cherish the moment we achieved that dream." Reflecting on his time with the Lakers and the pinnacle of his career, the 2020 NBA Finals victory, he shared a heartfelt message. His words captured the deep bond he had developed with both the city and the team throughout those years. Through an Instagram post, Davis offered more than just a farewell. It was a heartfelt homage to the city he had come to embrace as home. With great appreciation, he thanked the fans, his teammates, and everyone who stood by him during his tenure with the Lakers. Basketball, like any industry, is ultimately a business. I'm thankful for the city where I earned my first ring, strengthened my family, built lifelong friendships, and found a home. He penned, reflecting on both his personal and professional growth in Los Angeles. Now, as Davis gets ready to start a new journey with the Mavericks, he remains optimistic about what lies ahead. Every incredible story leads to an exciting new chapter, he wrote, expressing his enthusiasm and eagerness to connect with Maverick supporters. Dallas, here we come. With this declaration, Davis announced his eagerness to tackle the challenges and seize the opportunities awaiting him. Reflecting the same sentiment as James' reaction, Doncic weighed in on the latest NBA trade developments, expressing his thoughts on his sudden departure from the Mavericks. Initially, Doncic was stunned by the news. Renowned for his commitment to the team, he had envisioned spending many more years with the Mavericks. In a touching farewell statement directed at the fans in Dallas, he conveyed both his shock and disappointment, saying, "I truly believed I'd finish my career here." The basketball community felt the emotional weight of his words. At the same time, reactions poured in from players and coaches, ranging from utter shock to eager anticipation, as the full ramifications of the trade began to unfold. Fans and analysts alike were abuzz with debates over how Doncic would adapt to his role with the Lakers and the consequences this deal would have for both teams moving forward. In a completely separate vein, some experts and enthusiasts have gone so far as to label this trade as potentially one of the most catastrophic and unexpected moves in Mavericks history. Many contend that trading Doncic represents more than the loss of a mere player. It signifies the departure of a cultural icon and a pivotal figure for the franchise. His exit creates a significant void, both in the team's performance on the court and in his broader impact beyond it. The Mavericks have not just parted with a game-changing talent capable of reshaping any matchup on his own, but also with a leader who served as a source of inspiration for his teammates. The decision to swap Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis has left fans and analysts alike bewildered, not only due to Doncic's extraordinary skills, but also because of the concerns surrounding Davis's age and history of injuries. At 31 years old, Davis is an experienced NBA veteran, yet his career has been plagued by recurring injuries that have frequently kept him off the court. Adding to the confusion surrounding this trade is the fact that the Mavericks chose not to openly shop Luka Doncic on the market. Reports suggest the franchise hurried into negotiations with the Los Angeles Lakers without fully investigating alternative offers. This apparent lack of thorough exploration is confounding, particularly when dealing with a player of Doncic's stature. By failing to gauge his market value comprehensively, the Mavericks may have overlooked potentially more advantageous deals that could have better set the stage for the team's long-term success. Opting to sidestep the open market reflects a sense of urgency and perhaps even desperation that is difficult to fully grasp. It sparks curiosity about the internal workings of the Mavericks organization and the reasoning behind such a rapid decision. Was there a looming pressure to act swiftly? Were there deeper issues driving this trade? These lingering questions have captured the attention of both fans and analysts. Luka Doncic's rise to basketball glory is a story rooted in the picturesque city of Ljubljana, Slovenia's capital. Born on February 28, 1999, Luka seemed destined for greatness from the outset. His father, Sasa Doncic, was a seasoned basketball player and coach, while his mother, Mirjam Podobin, was a former hurdler and dancer. At just 13 years old, Luka's remarkable skills drew the notice of scouts from Real Madrid, one of Europe's elite basketball clubs. This pivotal moment led to him signing a 5-year contract with the team, a decision that marked the beginning of a life-changing journey as he left Slovenia to chase his basketball dreams in Spain. This was not an easy choice, as it required him to leave behind his family and friends at a young age. Nevertheless, Luka's unwavering passion for basketball and his drive to succeed pushed him to embrace this opportunity wholeheartedly. Adjusting to life in Spain came with its fair share of challenges, but Luka's perseverance and ability to adapt stood out. He quickly settled into his new surroundings and began making a name for himself in Spanish basketball. His performances with Real Madrid's youth squads were nothing less than extraordinary, and it wasn't long before he earned a spot on the senior team. At just 16 years old, Luka stepped onto the court for Real Madrid as a professional, becoming the youngest player in the club's history to achieve this milestone. His influence during games was both immediate and remarkable. Luka's skill in managing the pace of play and his composure under pressure quickly earned him the admiration of both his teammates and coaching staff. His displays in the Euro League, Europe's premier basketball competition, were particularly outstanding. In 2018, Luka played a pivotal role in guiding Real Madrid to the Euro League championship, solidifying his reputation as one of the most promising young players in the sport. He earned the EuroLeague MVP and EuroLeague Final 4 MVP titles, becoming the youngest athlete ever to achieve these distinguished recognitions. Luka Doncic's rise from a European basketball sensation to a prominent NBA star was a story filled with anticipation, enthusiasm, and a string of extraordinary accomplishments that captivated the basketball community. The year was 2018, and the NBA draft was alive with excitement over an incoming wave of talent. Already a well-known figure in European basketball, Luka was on the verge of making a lasting impression on the sport's biggest global platform. On the night of the draft, he was selected as the 3rd overall pick by the Atlanta Hawks, marking the official start of his NBA journey. Yet, in a pivotal turn of events that would alter the course of 2 franchises, his draft rights were traded to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Trae Young, the 5th overall pick, and a future first-round draft selection. During his first NBA season, Luka delivered an impressive stat line, averaging 21.2 points, 7.8 rebounds, and 6 assists per game. Figures almost unheard of for someone his age and level of experience. These outstanding achievements earned him the Kia Rookie of the Year award, underscoring his exceptional skill and seamless transition to the league. At just 21, he became the youngest player to secure the honor since Tim Duncan received it during the 1990 to 1999 season. Luka's incredible feats were not only breaking long-standing records, but also redefining the standard for what it means to be a young star in the NBA. During his 3rd season in the NBA, Luka continued to shatter records and raise the bar for excellence. By the conclusion of the 2019 to 2020 regular season, he had set a historic mark as the youngest player in league history to finish with 17 triple-doubles, leading the NBA in that category. This remarkable consistency highlighted his all-around skill set and unmatched versatility. His stellar performances earned him a 4th-place finish in a race for the Kia Most Valuable Player award, alongside a 3rd-place nod in voting for the Kia NBA Most Improved Player. These accomplishments cemented his reputation as one of the league's rising superstars. However, Luka's influence extended well beyond personal achievements. He revolutionized the Dallas Mavericks dynamic, becoming the franchise's cornerstone and propelling them into the playoffs. His ability to elevate his teammates' performances and his leadership on and off the court brought renewed optimism for the organization's future. Loved in Dallas and admired across the league, Luka wasn't just an extraordinary talent. He was the embodiment of the Maverick spirit. This made the pain of his departure that much greater. He wasn't merely a player, but the essence of the team's identity. As Dallas fans grapple with the loss of their franchise star, Anthony Davis's arrival marks the beginning of a fresh chapter for the Mavericks. Yet, Davis isn't merely a substitute. He comes with an impressive resume, championship experience, and a career defined by both triumphs and trials. Exploring Davis's extraordinary journey, Davis's path to prominence began with a passion for basketball that would eventually shape his destiny. He attended Perspective's Math and Science Academy, a small charter high school in Chicago. Unlike other schools renowned for their basketball programs, Perspectives lacked such a reputation and even a gymnasium, leaving Davis relatively obscure in the sport during his early high school years. However, Davis's trajectory shifted dramatically during his time at the school. As a freshman, he stood under 6 feet and honed his skills as a guard. By his senior year, he underwent a remarkable transformation, sprouting to an impressive 6 feet 10 inches tall. This remarkable physical development enabled him to shift from playing as a guard to taking on the role of a forward center, a transition that would fundamentally reshape both his playing style and his future prospects. Despite limited resources and minimal exposure, Davis's immense talent was impossible to suppress. His big break arrived in 2010 when he became part of Mean Streets, a club team established by Ty Streets, a former National Football League wide receiver. This step proved to be a turning point in elevating his status on a national level. With Streets' mentorship, Davis refined his abilities and began drawing attention from scouts and collegiate programs throughout the country. Davis's senior year at Perspective Charter School was nothing less than phenomenal. He delivered awe-inspiring averages of 32 points, 22 rebounds, and 7 blocks per game. These incredible numbers launched him from relative obscurity to earning recognition as one of the premier players in the nationwide class of 2011. Yet beyond the eye-catching stats, his performances on the hardwood stood as a tribute to his relentless work ethic and countless hours spent fine-tuning his skills. The University of Kentucky, with its prestigious basketball legacy and proven success in grooming players for the NBA, became the ideal destination for him to continue his basketball career. Kentucky provided Davis with the opportunity to exhibit his talents on a national stage. Throughout the 2011 to 2012 season, Davis proved to be a vital asset to the Wildcats' achievements. In his lone year with Kentucky, he tallied 20 double-doubles, maintained an average of 10.4 rebounds per game, and led the country in blocks, posting an impressive 4.7 per game. His exceptional defensive skills and dominance around the basket solidified his reputation as one of the most remarkable players in college basketball. That year's NCAA tournament turned out to be a defining chapter for both Davis and the Wildcats. Kentucky advanced to the championship matchup against Kansas. Despite struggling offensively, hitting just 1 of his 10 attempts, Davis delivered in every other aspect, contributing 16 rebounds, 6 blocks, 5 assists, and 3 steals. His overall performance was a key factor in Kentucky's victory, which secured them a national championship and earned Davis the Associated Press Player of the Year honors. Davis's transition to the NBA was nothing less than extraordinary, setting the stage for a career filled with dominance and acclaim. During the 2012 NBA Draft, Davis was the first overall selection, taken by the New Orleans Hornets in a historic moment. This choice showcased his extraordinary talent and the considerable influence he was expected to bring to the league. The Hornets, destined to be renamed the Pelicans, envisioned Davis as the foundation of their team, someone who could elevate the franchise to greater achievements. During his first season, Davis wasted no time proving why he was chosen first overall. He He delivered early results by averaging 13.5 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 1.8 blocks per game, making his presence felt on the court. His impressive debut earned him a well-deserved place on the NBA All-Rookie First Team, signifying his immediate impact on reshaping the Pelican trajectory. The next year marked the Hornets' transformation into the New Orleans Pelicans, coinciding with Davis's own progression. His statistics saw a notable improvement, climbing to 20.8 points, 10 rebounds, and a league-leading 2.8 blocks per contest. His ability to excel offensively and defensively established him as a tough competitor and an emerging NBA star. In the 2014-2015 season, Davis led the Pelicans to the playoffs for the first time, though they bowed out in the opening round. By February 2016, Davis hit a new milestone in his career when he exploded offensively, scoring a personal best 59 points in a game, further cementing himself as an offensive force to be reckoned with. Nonetheless, Davis's season came to an abrupt end in March due to knee surgery, forcing him to sit out the rest of the year. Undaunted, he roared back for the 2016-2017 season, putting up impressive numbers with averages of 28 points and 11.8 rebounds per game. This remarkable offensive surge firmly established him as one of the NBA's top-tier talents. The Pelicans advanced to the Western Conference semifinals the following year, but were ultimately stopped by the Golden State Warriors. Although the team fell short, Davis's impact on the court left no doubt about his growing dominance in the league. The 2018-2019 season marked a pivotal moment for Davis. Frustrated by the Pelicans' inability to construct a roster capable of competing for a championship, he asked to be traded, naming the Los Angeles Lakers as one of his preferred landing spots. This decision set the wheels in motion for a league-altering trade. In a blockbuster deal that shook the basketball world, Davis was sent to the Lakers in exchange for Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart, and 3 future first-round draft picks. Joining forces with LeBron James in Los Angeles, Davis formed an electrifying partnership that quickly proved to be a dominant powerhouse. During his debut season with the Lakers, Anthony Davis played a pivotal role in securing an NBA championship, bringing an end to the franchise's 10-year title drought. Facing the Miami Heat in the finals, Davis delivered standout performances, averaging 25 points and 10.7 rebounds per game, proving essential to the team's triumph. His combination of defensive prowess and scoring made him irreplaceable during their championship pursuit. Beyond his contributions on the court, Davis influenced team dynamics, challenging LeBron James to raise his defensive intensity and fostering a culture of accountability and high standards within the organization. Even James acknowledged Davis's critical impact in transforming the Lakers into a championship-worthy team. But the seasons that followed brought setbacks, as injuries curtailed Davis's availability and affected the Lakers' overall performance. Despite these obstacles, he continued to excel individually, posting an average of 25.9 points per game during the 2022-2023 season. The Lakers reached the Western Conference Finals that year, but were swept by the Denver Nuggets. During the offseason, Davis inked a 3-year, $186 million contract extension with the Lakers, setting a record at the time for the highest annual value in an NBA contract extension. This agreement highlighted his importance to the organization and cemented his position as one of the top talents in the league. His accomplished career with both squads ultimately led to his transition to the Mavericks. There's no question that Anthony Davis will keep raising the bar as fans eagerly anticipate his next chapter. Now, tap the next card to explore more about the NBA's most significant moments and its standout champions. Until next time,